everybody. Am I audible?
Yes. Good evening,
Yes,
Akash.
good
Good
evening, sir.
evening. How's everybody doing? Hi,
Yes,
Doing
Suraj.
great.
good evening.
See, you made it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Hi, Manoj. How are you?
Yeah, good, sir. How are you, sir?
Good, good. How are you, Sujit?
Oh, doing awesome. Doing fine. Absolutely fine.
That's nice. Hi, Pooja. How are you doing? I think she is getting.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. How's everyone else?
Yeah.
Great. Wonderful. I think Yogesh is not able to make it because he got some office calls. But so how was the day? How is going? How are you guys experiencing so far? Good, good. Day was good. Today was a Wednesday, right? Made up the week.
Yes.
Yes.
That's nice. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Today I have something, so I might end up 1 or 2 minutes early, based on that how we go. But anyway, let me share the agenda today, right? As you know already, right? We have, you have read, oh, this is mistake. Not eat the frog. It should be compound effect. Okay. So you are reading the compound effect. You have finished the eat the frog, as well as today was the date to finish the time myth of the time management, right? So there's a three things. If you could not able to share last time yesterday, like everybody is there, but let's talk about what's your learning, and then probably I will go on the leadership thought process for a quick video, right? And then we'll talk about next day assignment, right? So let's go one by one, and probably we'll talk about learning from eat the frog, learning from the compound effect, and the 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 myth on time management, because that is exciting part. I'm very curious to know what you learn, right? So let's take your time, go ahead and share. So probably Sujit, I can see you are in the first in my screen today, then Sai, Manoj, and Srini. So we'll go by these three first.
Absolutely. No problem. Yeah. So the three, I will not say the books, the readings, the learning that you gave us to go through, right from Eat the Frog, myth about time management, as well as the compound effect. Elephant do not bite, mosquitoes does. So the thing is that I was able to actually relate all the three. It's starting, if you start from Eat the Frog, that attraction to distraction. So to deviate from the distractions, we need to understand our priorities. And once we understand our priorities, we need to manage that as well. So to manage the time, now most of the time, what happens as far as the time management is concerned, people think that we do not have time. That is why you have to manage time. We try to talk about shortages. Oh, we don't have time. That is why you have to manage time. But time management is not about shortages. Time management is more about abundance. That is how we have time, because the writer who has written that, he was able to manage lot of things. It is kind of like we have to manage the things. So once we know our priorities based on Eat the Frog, we know that this is our priorities. So when we know that this is our priorities, we know we have to get these things done first. And then only we will be able to know how much time we can allocate to each of these priorities. And accordingly, we can manage it. Unless and until we know what is our priorities, and we do not even know how much time we want to take it. It is completely again based on our requirement and based on us. We cannot just say that, okay, I have to go to office and it will take me 1 hour. I need to know, okay, I have to go to office. I know how much time it takes. I know there is traffic. I know it is raining right now. I know when I have to leave from home. So all these things uh, getting calculated will help us to build the priorities efficiently, give them time, and accordingly we can manage it. So all these three things, even the compound effect, when I was not able to go through that completely, but I was able to relate. And I just want to give one example. Last 2 days, I usually get up at morning 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. And the thing is that in the evening, I go to the gym. And in the gym, I was not getting time to do cardio. I was doing weights and all. I was not able to get the time even for 5 minutes because of all these priorities and all. From Monday onwards, just because like after the schedule, after I have spoken to you, on Tuesday, I woke up at 6:45, just 15 minutes before. It's not a big thing I have done, like the compound effect, the elephant do not bite. It's not a big change or something, just 15 minutes. And that 15 minutes has actually helped me to do 5 minutes cardio in the morning itself. So it has made a great impact, and my day was very energizing just doing a 5 minutes cardio. So it is definitely helping me, and hopefully, like I'm eager to get to like know more about how to deep dive into more into your learnings, and also that is what I understood. Thank you,
Wonderful,
Akash.
wonderful sharing. See, just 15 minutes has gave you so much,
Yes.
things to do in life. Okay, we'll go with the Sai.
Sir, actually, I started with the Eat That Frog. So I just reading the books. My first start of the day, I'm reading the books. 30 minutes I'm reading. So the second is time management. I able to write my most important tasks. What are the tasks I should do today? Today I wrote 7 important topmost priority based on the time management rules, sir. And
Very
compound,
nice.
yeah, and compound effect. I just this like I made that my choice. Thinking like without unconsciously, I made my thoughts to conscious uh, thoughts to make my behavior effective, sir. So in that way, I'm just planning my days with that line in compounding effect. So these three things I just today implemented, and I gain more useful, sir.
Very nice, Manoj. Wonderful. Very good. Okay. All right, Srini.
Yeah, good evening, all. Actually, no,
Oh, sorry,
after
Srini, you told me.
after hearing Surjit, I don't want to excuse, but today, there is a priority to go to office, and as we know that, to in order to hit the Bangalore traffic, which I need to start early, I couldn't able to spend, or I really, I'm not any exercise which you're
No,
supposed to do
no
today.
worries, Srini. Sorry, I think you
Yeah,
messaged me. I somehow missed it, but that's fine. As Surjit is saying, 15 minutes today. Take 15 minutes extra. Sleep less 15 minutes.
yeah,
And so, because see, guys, tomorrow you're going to get another book, which is from Atomic Habit, which is going to teach fantastic about the small things again, right? And then fourth day is a very big day for all of us because we are going to do analysis about your 2 hours, right? Because that is very important for me. The day one which I gave you the assignment of 2 hours, right? That is very important because that is the way you'll able to know that where is your time going on. You may be very really productive and busy with that which is fine, but we should know where we are, right? So that's fine. Don't worry about singing. Okay, good. All right. So next I can see in my screen the Pooja is there, then Sandeep, and then Arvind, and then Murthy. Murthy wanted to always speak less, so I'll late last. So let keep in Murthy the last speaker for all of us. So Pooja, go ahead, please.
Sounds good. So I found like all of the three PDFs that you shared had like common threads that I found very interesting. That was basically mindfulness and making conscious decisions, and across both the compound effect and also the time management PDF, and of course eat the frog that we discussed yesterday too. I think the thing that kind of came up was, especially from the compound effect, like small decisions that we make, maybe unconsciously without thinking too much about it, can kind of snowball into a bigger thing. So being very mindful about what we do and why we do certain things and so on. And in time management, I think the thing that kind of like popped up for me was take control of your time. Um, Understand how you are spending it, where you are spending it, and try to optimize it. So if you, for example, one of the examples he mentioned was instead of taking like an hour to make 15 calls, maybe use like 15 minutes to complete it, kind of a thing. So I kind of gave myself a challenge to see, can I optimize like what I am doing right now, things like that. So it's still day one, but it's been interesting.
Very good, wonderful sharing, Pooja. Wonderful, very good. And I'm sure you're doing 2 hours logging your time.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah,
Okay,
I
good,
have
good.
that too.
Great. We'll go with Sandeep.
Hi, also. I read, actually, I couldn't join yesterday, so I read Eat That Frog and Time Management book and Atomic Habits. So I'll start with Eat That Frog. So, quickly summarizing it, that it talks about focusing about 90 minutes, without getting distracted with your mobile phones or anything else. And then you take a 15 minutes break. And again, you work for 90 minutes straight, and again, you take 15 minutes break. So that way, in 3 hours, we'll accomplish much more work and will be much more productive, than being distracted and then again focusing back to your work. Coming to the second book, which is like Atomic Habit. So it talks about very beautiful thing. I like that line, elephant don't bite. So we often think that most of the thing in our life are, impacted by the big reasons, biggest things. But it's not like that. Elephant don't bite, but mosquito does. So small things which we think that are of least importance, over the period of time, that compounds and makes pretty big impact in our life. If it is going against us, in the same way, if it is going for us, it can make a positive impact in our life in a big way. And time management book also, I'll quickly summarize it. It talks about the time management, right? But the writer says he is not very good with time management, but he has built many businesses from the scratch. So he focuses about managing priorities and talks about that, that whenever we are doing something, right, so we should be like focus on whatever time we have. We should try to utilize that time, because if we have, let's say, 6 hours of office work, and if we are, not utilizing it, probably we are taking too many coffee breaks and doing other things which are not related to office work, right, then we'll end up spending more time in that. So we should manage to utilize the time what we are given for a particular task. And I'm still reading it, it's not completed. And what I implemented, one thing that, while going to my office in the cab, I started utilizing that time, and whatever I spoke about, all those things I read in the cab itself. So I got, I think I utilized 13 minutes or 45 minutes there, while coming back and forth to home. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, Arvind.
Yeah, so from my end, yesterday, as I mentioned, I was distracted. I found that I am getting distracted from the mobile. So today, what I did is that I kept my mobile away for a couple of hours. Okay, not couple of hours, approx 75% of my office time, mobile was away from me. So I found that that time was little more productive than yesterday. Okay, so there is an improvement in that, and I've started tracking in Excel. Reading, I have to read the assignments which are provided, which are given. I will speak about it tomorrow.
Okay, wonderful, Arvind. Okay, Murthy, you want to go ahead, Murthy?
Yeah, sure. Right. So I'm implementing this 50-10 focus time, okay, for every 50 minutes, 10 minutes break kind of thing. So I kept my mobile outside. So I have 50 minutes of complete focus time, okay. So I'm able to increase my productive hours because of this 50 minutes focus time, right? So, and also I'm measuring my productive tasks and unproductive tasks. So because of this 50 minutes focus time, I'm able to improve on the productive hours. Right? So that's one thing. And regarding this compounding effect, right? Regarding those 2 pages which I have shared. So I have gone through that. Okay. So what he says, successful leaders needs to be cautious of some small trivial things that will become obstacles to their successful path. Okay. So that's how I quoted the entire 2 pages. Okay. So successful leaders need to be cautious of small trivial things which will be obstacles to their successful path. Okay, for example, we are seeing a lot of celebrities. Okay, they are getting stuck up with mafia. Okay, ganja kind of thing, right? Okay, and we are seeing a lot of politicians who are getting struck up with scams. Okay, so these are all trivial things which will stop their successful path. Okay. For example, we can take an example of an elephant and a mosquito. Okay, so here he says that author says that elephants don't bite, okay, but small mosquitoes bites, okay, and so this we need to be cautious of the small trivial things. Yeah, so that's what author talks about. Okay, so on the successful path, we should be cautious of the small trivial things, and we should be fully prepared to tackle those things so that we will continue on the successful path. Yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice, Murthy. Very good articulated. Okay. Anil, you want to quickly talk about it? I saw your assignment. Very happy to see that. Anil, you're there? Okay. I'm not sure if he's in a position to talk. But anyway, good. Guys, understand 3 things, right? The one thing you have to read again is myth about time management. It's not about time, it's a myth about time management a lot of people have. So if you've not read it, probably if you've not look at it, what it's talking about, just go ahead and spend some time. These all PDF are very small, right? Just go through that, right? Wonderful sharing about that eat the frog as well as compound effect. Fantastic, right? Tomorrow is a very important day, because tomorrow what I want you to little take time, and today you'll able to finish, or tomorrow afternoon you'll able to finish your 2 hours logging. So calculate every day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, what was your time, productive and non-productive, and then average out of 3 days, and tomorrow you will share with us, because that is going to give me, and then I'm going to again, elaborate and talk about, right? But let's move on. Let's move on to the next section, right? About the thought process, and for that, again, to save time and everything, I have created a video. So just go over the video seriously, and then I will talk about. I will ask what is your learning. Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to talk about myth number 2, that is called destination myth, which is when I get to the top, then I will learn to lead. So, let's say you wanted to run for marathon, means you wanted to really run for long. So, what do? Do you think you go directly at the standing line on the race day? No. First, you will have to figure out how to run a marathon. In fact, you have to plan a year in advance. Find a date when is upcoming marathon, and based on that, you will prepare. You might read some of the article, talk to some of the marathon runners, and slowly you'll start training yourself for the marathon, and increase the distance every week. Leadership is very similar. You have to learn as much as you can before you have a leadership position. You need to be in the trenches to learn about leadership and lead as a prepare for greater responsibility, because becoming a good leader is a lifelong process. You have to train yourself for leadership skills and a decision making processes, because when the stakes are small and the risk is are low, if you do not build the skill and process and do a mistake at higher level, you will have a trouble, and impact will be very costly for organization, and it will damage the leadership credibility. So you start now to adopt the thinking, learn the skill, and develop the habit of a person you wish to be as a leader. Prepare yourself for tomorrow, because when opportunity comes, it is too late to prepare. If you want to be a successful leader, learn to lead before you have a leadership position. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. All right. So, anybody quickly want to summarize what's your learning?
Prakash, I'll go ahead. So in this, you are talking about mostly that most of us has that thing that, once I reach there, we'll do that. Once I reach there, then because we feel that for now, in the time being, I don't require that skill probably. So that's the reason we do not think about that much. But as rightly you said that, when the stakes are low, impact is low. That is when I should start building those leadership skill, so that even if I make a mistake, right, that impact would be lower, and I can see what mistake I made and I can correct that, so that when I reach up the ladder, I shouldn't, because at that point of time probably the impacts are so high, I cannot afford to make mistakes. So we should start building leadership skill from now on itself.
Very nice. Okay.
Following that, I will tell very recently, my manager visited from on-site here, and had a one-on-one. I was telling so the organization how the leadership. If I move, you can move. So you need to keen observe what I am doing. Some of the tasks which you take and do that, automatically you grow. So I cannot give that you do and delegate. That could not be some kind of the leadership which you surrounding you open and see which I can take it, and without I'm telling you, you pick it up and uh, do the things and showcase. Nobody can stop you. That as you rightly said in your video also. Once I become a leader, I can learn and execute. It doesn't work in this corporate world nowadays.
Wonderful sharing, Srini. Very nice. Wonderful. Okay. Who else wanted to talk about it? Hi, Sheila ji. Anybody else? No worries. I will share the link as well. You can look at it. Some of the people who are not able to attend. But understand one thing, what I'm trying to help you guys through in this 7 days, right? I'm just trying to build a thought process is that, like some of you rightly said, that it is not about today, I will reach and then I will do it. It is about continuous process, right? That's it. Okay. So we'll move on to the third part, right? But meanwhile, Silaji, sorry, but do you want to share quickly 1 or 2 lines? Most welcome. You joined. I'm really very happy for that because you are the part of founding team. So you are on mute.
Yeah, I am actually out, so I thought that still I suddenly remembered that no, I have to join it. So I'm late. I'm so sorry. But
No
I
worries.
think tomorrow I will make it a time.
No worries. No worries. That's fine. That's fine.
Thank
Okay. All right, guys. So let's look at the third week, right? So remember, let me remind again, right? If you have not read your Eat the Frog, please finish it. Most of you have done it. I'm very happy for that. Second, the myth about time management, I would like all of you to read again because that has to get inside. Because as soon as you get the idea about myth about time management, you will stop saying, I do not have a time. Because every successful people have a balanced life today. And that's exactly myth after time management talking about that successful people have their family, have everything, and they know how to balance it, right? So they never say that I don't have a time. They know how to prioritize it, right? And third is that compound effect, which you already read. Now, the third book which I'm going to give today, the PDF, which is very small, from the Atomic Habit. It's a wonderful read, right? I've cut that particular pages. I'm going to send you, so go through that. And remember, folks, tomorrow is a very important day, right? So please do your 2 hours, each day. Look at what was your productive hours and what was non-productive hours, and average out what is the 3 days calculation, because that is a very important exercise to know where you're spending a lot of your time. Remember, in your office, let's suppose you've gone with your team for chai and you are doing a part of team building exercise. It's a productive hour. It's not a part of non-productive hours, right? So you have to really look at it, what you're doing it. If you reach to somebody's desk and just chit-chatting for next 2 hours, then it's non-productive hours, right? But you reach to somebody's desk for just to, for some work, and during that time you had to have some rapport, right? You cannot just go and become a task oriented. So you probably spend 5 minutes extra. That is a productive hours, because during that time your work was only 5 minutes, but 5 minutes extra, even you do chit chat, that time you build rapport, you build your relationship with that particular person. So that is the productive hours, right? So based on that, please calculate all those things. Tomorrow is going to be awesome day. I'm looking forward to hearing some of your calculation about yourself, your productive hours and non-productive. So that is very exciting part, right? And then I will share all the assignment, right? As go ahead. And one request I will tell you all of you to please put in morning when I open the posting rights of your learning, your excitement, because what happens, you can put in form of video, you can put in text, whatever you like it, right? Because other people who are little lagging behind, I know some people are not able to join because they think, oh no, I don't have anything to share, so they're getting to side face. That's the reason when Srini say, I say, no Srini, you join, be a listener. And I really hats up to him. I really appreciate him because he has thing, or Silaji for the matter, right? So that's the whole community is all about, right? So good. I will take a leave because I have another meeting, after this. So I wanted to end up a little early, but I hope you understand. I'll share my video. I'm going to share the YouTube as well. Go and subscribe for that so that you'll keep getting it, right? Because end of the seventh myth, the series which I'm talking to you. So I will declare the book which I'm reading and making a video, because I'm making a video just because of save the time. Right. So end of the seventh, I will share the book also, so that is another book which you can read over the period of time. It's a wonderful leadership book. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being great people, and I really appreciate putting the value in your life. Right. 12 more people or 9 more people today I touch. My goal is 20,000 people. See you there.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Akash.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Kazi.
Tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Yeah.